So my dogs maybe you may hear my dogs whining. They're trying to go for a walk, but I wanted to get this recorded real quick. Um, so say you want to figure out what how long a cruise you would like to go on, and you're still a little new at this. Um, there are cruise lengths based on how long you'd like to go. So let's talk about all four. There's four of them. First things one, the first one is the getaway cruise. It is basically the to about 5 days. 5 days is kind of extending it for me. It kind of reaches into that next level of cruising that we'll talk about. The 2 to 5 days. I've never actually been on a 2 day cruise. I don't. I feel like driving all the way to Galveston from the DFW area is for a 2 day cruise is not like worth it for me. So I don't. But those are called. I call them getaway cruises. Those are the ones you just want to. Hey, it's a weekend. Let's go. Let's get out of town. Those are the ones that are going to be the party cruise. That's the one you're going to see people kind of what you see on the those videos you're watching, um, doing the things that you don't want to see. The ones where me as a married man, I have to try to figure out where to look to not look like I'm looking at something that I don't want to look at. Yeah, the 2 to 5 days is the getaway. I call it party cruise. The next one is the one I generally go on. It's the working man's cruise. It's the 6 to 10 day cruise. So basically, these are people who have 48-hour week jobs, get a week of vacation, and then they leave out on a Friday and they come back on maybe a Saturday or something like that. And you're even no matter what cruise line you're on, even Carnival, you're going to see less of the turn up atmosphere on there on these cruises. Even Carnival, you're gonna see more people like the people you'd like to see on those cruises. Um, just more mature, a little more chill vibe, more atmosphere, chill atmosphere. Um, the next one I call them extended vacation cruises. So if you're this kind of bleeds a little bit into those long term cruises and things like that. 10 plus days on a cruise. I don't think I've done a 10 day cruise yet. No, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm positive. I haven't done a 10 day cruise yet. I'd like to. I'd like to go to visit Panama at some point in time and see the canal and things like that. Um, you're going to and based on what I've seen and read, you're going to definitely see it's an older group. These are like it's starting to bleed into the retirees and things like that. More mature. You need more money to be on those cruises, and generally people with money have a little bit more sense because they manage their money well. So they probably have a little bit more emotional and financial security in their lives. And finally, um, past the extended are the world cruisers. And I've never been on a world cruise, obviously. Generally, people who do world cruises are like retirees, um, people who are independently wealthy, or have their businesses and they run their businesses from their computers. Um, that'd be a nice dream for me one day to take a world cruise. These way past 10 days, obviously, I've seen those around the world cruises, and the transatlantic and around the world cruises, 15, 20, 30 day, 90 days, 180 days, and things like that. The thing about that concerns me is I've got some people in my family that are aging, and I worry about like death and funerals and things like that. How do you manage that and calculate those things? So that would be my only like downside. But the vibe on those, from what I've seen on the videos, is basically like all older people, um, and so there's the deck party's probably like hey, we're here, we're still alive, and no, I'm kidding. Yeah, so those are the four types of cruises, and that's how I classify them. Yeah, let me know what you think.